Hey friend, so you asked me to create a memorial ribbon and I'm going to show you step by step how to do it. Let's go. Let's jump right into it. So today we're going to learn how to make memorial ribbons. So let's start at create, and in Canva we're going to scroll down on the left side. We're going to do custom size. I know I have to switch this to inches. And for your ribbons, you need to measure your ribbons before you start designing. I know for me, the ribbons that I have is 6.25 and they're 8 inches long. So then I'll just select create new design. And there it is. So because I can't hardly see that, I'm just going to make it a little bigger. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to ChatGPT just to create me a lady to use on my memorial ribbon, because what I don't want to do is use somebody family member to market my products, right? So I'm just going to go to ChatGPT and I'm going to say create an image of a 75 youthful looking African American woman wearing a gold silk blouse with a matching silk scarf with a black, let's do black pencil skirt. Okay, and we're just gonna hit this little up arrow right here. And you see I didn't add a lot to this prompt. I didn't tell it what I wanted in the background because that really doesn't matter, right? So I'm just gonna hit this up arrow so it can generate. Okay, it has generated the image. Okay, she looks nice. She looks nice. She's like somebody's cute grandma. So we're just gonna do copy. We're gonna go into Canva. We're gonna do paste. And the reason why I didn't really worry about the background, because for images like this, I'm gonna remove the background anyway, so I really don't need it. Say for instance, I really don't like the color of her shirt. I can always change it, but it changed the whole color, so we're not gonna do that. It's ways that you can do it, but for the purpose of this video, I'm not doing all that. But it is ways that you can only change her shirt. I don't want to do that in this video though, because it's gonna take too much time. So what you want to do is go about 2 inches at the top, 2 inches at the bottom. And if you look at Canva, about right here is there 2 inches, because it's 8, 7, 6. About right here is your image. So if you want to, you can use a measuring tool in Canva so he can measure stuff for you, or you can just put something in place so you'll know what that 2-inch mark is. So when you fold over the ribbon, it'll actually fold over right above the cross. I mean, right before, like when you fold over the image, it'll fold so you can read the writing and you can see the picture. So let's do copy, and we're gonna paste this at the top just so we have our border lines, and we're gonna bring it right down there to 2. You see that gray right here at the 2? So it's letting me know that's at the 2-inch mark, and we're gonna leave all this for the actual curve of the ribbon. So I know I can design up to here, but I'm just gonna make her bigger. I like the way her hands are, so I wanna keep that. Now what I usually do is go to Google and do in loving memory of, because it's easier for me to go into Google and find an in loving memory than to sit there and try to create it in Canva. That's just my way of doing it. It's not a way. It's not the way. It's a way. So do what's best for you and your designing. And I find one that I like, and I always change it. I like this one. I like this one. So I'll do copy. I'll go inside Canva. I do paste. It's always gonna paste it in the middle for some reason. I'm gonna make it bigger. I'm gonna remove the background so you can remove that white from behind it. I'm gonna make it bigger. Now, say for instance, it come up like this. That means it's not a high quality. Well, it is once you blow it up. But if you want it a little bit thicker, you can always go to edit, go right here to shadow, do a outline. But of course, you want to make that outline much thinner. You want to decrease that size so you can read it. Because right here, you can't read that. So I'm going to put it about right here where I can still read it, but it's bold enough so I can see it. Now make it smaller so it actually fits the ribbon. And you don't want to go too close to the edge. So when you're laying your ribbon on your when you're laying your sublimation print, when you land the ribbon on top of the sublimation print, if you are not just really, really careful, you will lay it like somewhere right here and then it'll be cut off. So I just like to leave some kind of area to the side so that I can have room to make mistakes. You are human, you're going to make mistakes. So you want to minimize the mistakes by doing it inside of your design. Okay, so we have this. Now I'm going to go to the top. We're going to just make up a name. We're going to go to text. We're going to add text. Make it a little bigger so we can see it. And then her name is going to be Mary Ann Harper. I hope that's not nobody's name. It's like a common name though. Mary Ann. Yeah, Mary Ann. I'm going to say Carper. That way, hopefully ain't nobody's name. And if it's somebody's name, I hope their family member don't see it on my page. So that's a pretty font. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to go ahead and twist this around. You see a little degree mark. I want to make sure it's 90 because when it's 90, it's straight. I'm going to stretch it out so it can be long. And I'm probably going to bring her name all the way to this 2-inch mark because that's the only thing that's really going to go on this side. And then I'm going to go and add another text box. This time this text is going to be plain. So I'm just going to do 02 27 1950 through, since we're in October, I'm going to say October. Well, first of all, let me do it right. I'm going to do February 27 1950 through October. It's the 29th, so we're going to say 24th, 2025. Now, what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to go ahead and copy everything because I want this to be more of a basic, plain, but bold font. So we're going to try Anton. Okay, so we have Anton. We're not going to change all. We're going to take Anton. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to flip it around 90 degrees. And then we're going to just stretch it out on the side. That way it makes everything. Let me minimize this so y'all can see. Hey friend, so I just launched my Better Together community. Yeah, I just launched my Better Together community, and I would love for you to be one of my founding members. Right now, we're starting small, but the word says don't despise small beginnings. Don't despise small beginnings. So jump in while it's new, while it's hot. If you want direct access to me, you have it inside of my community, Better Together, where we learn how to create images and designs in Canva. We learn how to use Silhouette Studio. We also learn how to generate AI images and prompts. And like I said, you have direct access to me, meaning if you send me a message inside of school, I get it every time. If you send me a message on other platforms, I may or may not get it. But inside of school, we're locked in, girl. We're doing it together. We're doing it better together. Let's go. Jump in now. Click the link in my description to be one of my founding members. um, okay, so right there we have Anton. Now you always, well, I'm gonna say you always, depending on your design style, I always make mine a little bit smaller than the actual name, and I'll put it right here. So since she is wearing I'm gonna bring this down some. That's irritating me a little bit. Okay. So she is wearing gold and black. So it is October, so we're just gonna stick with the whole breast cancer awareness theme, and we're just gonna put pink. We're gonna just do pink, and it's gonna bring up all our pink things, and we can do photos, and we can find a nice background. I actually like this one. Okay, I do like this one. So we're just gonna expand this background out. I'm gonna make this smaller so I can see what I'm doing, y'all. Cause I can't see right now. And I'm just gonna expand this across my whole ribbon. And it's okay if you go a left or right over, because only thing that's gonna print is right here, is what you have in the space that you decided to use. So now I'm gonna do layer. I'm gonna do show layers, and I'm gonna bring this behind everything, because that's my background, right? That's my background. Now the next thing I like to do is I always like to make this a different color. So for the purpose of this video, we're gonna make this white. Okay, we're gonna make it white. And then if you want to add a little more to it, because we always want to add a little bit more to it, we want to do white clouds. Now, some family members will tell you what they don't want. Like I had one family told me pretty much wings are weird. They don't want no wings. So you have to respect what the family tell you. But if the family don't give you any guidance, use your creativity. Think about if it was one of your family members, what kind of design would you want? Now I always like to put a piece of white behind the wording, because it just make the wording pop a little bit more. So I'm gonna put this right here for now, and then I'm gonna do duplicate. I'm gonna add another one, and I'm just gonna bring it up probably about right here under Mary Ann. Okay, and then I'm just gonna do layers. I'm gonna show layers. Now there's other ways to do it, but like I said earlier, this is a way. It's not the way, right? So as you design, you'll learn your own way to do stuff. I'm just showing you how I do it, okay? I'm not saying I do it right. I'm not saying I do it perfect, because some of y'all be in the comments giving me like, do it like this, do it like that. Thank you. I appreciate that, because I may or may not know, or I just may choose to do it my way. But I appreciate, because I'm going to tell you this. Don't ever get above learning. If somebody else know how to do it better, faster than you, just take their advice. Take their advice. Don't be that silly that you such a crafter that you can't take any advice from anybody. Don't be that person. Please don't. Okay? So now this is nice, and those arrows are throwing it off. But she got on a gold blouse. So we got added a little gold razzle dazzle in there. We gotta make it pop, because this somebody grandma, y'all, and they be wanting grandma to look good. I didn't design, when my grandma passed, I didn't design nothing. I was like, don't y'all make no shirts, don't y'all make nothing, don't make nothing with my grandma on it. And I didn't make anything, and I didn't let nobody else make anything. They probably was mad at me, but I could care less. They'll be all right. But what I did do out, y'all, was very it was bad, because they wanted my grandma to wear dark colors. My grandma was like a fashion queen, baby. She didn't wear no dark clothes. So when they was like, wear dark clothes, y'all wore all white just for the heck of it. All my family had on dark clothes. Me and my kids had on clothes like we was going to Resurrection Sunday service. Because I refused to wear some doggone all dark colors. And my grandma didn't wear that mess. So my auntie probably still mad at me about that. And guess who don't care? I don't care. My mama probably expected me to do something like this, so she didn't really say much. But my auntie was like, we want to wear dark. My grandma didn't wear that mess. But anyway, that's for another day, another topic. So let's turn this around. We gotta play with it. You gotta play with stuff, y'all. Make it pretty. Make it nice. Yeah, I know I like them butterflies. This for my sister. So we might put a butterfly like right here, just to show a little. But we might put a butterfly like right, real small, nothing too big, like right here on the corner. And it's okay if that's on the corner because technically it's cut off anyway. Let's put us another butterfly. If you look up the meaning to butterfly, you'll get a whole new appreciation to butterflies when you see them. I really think that that's your loved one saying hello. Just like the red bird, I really think that's them saying, hey. I may be wrong. Y'all super spiritual people, don't, I ain't gonna say spiritual people, you super religious people, don't come in my comments with no stuff. Because I study my Bible, I know my word. So, don't come in my comments with no crap. Okay, so look at this. Once you print this, well, this is throwing it off. So let's just delete that. Not that. Hold on. Go to layers. So you can see what you're doing. Show layers. See right here? Click on it. Delete it. We don't need that no more. Delete it. Okay, so now we have our ribbon, right? Now that I have my ribbon, this look all right. But let me tell you something. When you print this on the sublimation printer and you put it on the ribbon, it's gonna look so good. Trust me, I do this all the time.